Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Today is lesson 3 on the adjective. What is an adjective? It is a modifier, and this modifier means it comes from the word to modify. It means to describe. We have seen the word modifier in the lesson on the noun, and even when we studied the lesson on the verb. So what is an adjective? An adjective is a modifier. It modifies a noun or pronoun. Remember this very well. It modifies just a noun or a pronoun. And you know what is a noun, you know what is a pronoun. What do they express, adjectives? Well, they express different meanings. For example, they can express physical quality, like when I say a large table. Here I am describing a physical quality of the table. It can also, an adjective can also express other qualities, such as, for example, when I say a friendly person here, it's not a physical quality, but, it's a mental or quality or something else. It can express, adjectives can express also our opinion or attitude about something. For example, it's an excellent work. It's a beautiful country. This is my opinion, this is my attitude. Adjectives also can express other meanings, such as origin. When I say a Moroccan writer, a Wujdi writer, a Wujdi professor, an American writer, here American, Wujdi, Moroccan, French, etc., Arab writer. Here these adjectives are expressing the origin of the writer. We can also use adjectives to express the meaning or to express where a place is. For example, an inland waterway. So inland here is expressing the place of the waterway, where it is. I can express also the frequency of an event when I say, for example, a weekly newspaper, a monthly newspaper, a yearly newspaper, for example, a daily newspaper. Here, weekly is expressing here the frequency of the newspaper. It means it happens every week. Adjectives also can express the degree of something. For example, a complete failure. Complete here, it's the degree. It's the adjective that is expressing how this failure is. It is complete. I can express also the necessity of something, an essential safeguard. Essential here is adjective. It expresses necessity. And other degrees, for example, degree of certainty, for example, the probable result, a certain result. Probable here is adjective, and it tells me, it describes, it modifies the result, how it is. It is probable, not sure. All right, so this is the use of the adjective. Now I move on now to the form. How do I recognize that it is an adjective and it's not a noun or something else? Well, an adjective has the same form. There are no endings of s to it. It's not like nouns, for example. They take the s. For example, a table, tables, child, children, etc. They don't change their form according to number or even gender. For example, when we studied the noun, we said that there are some nouns that are reserved only for masculine, and there are some nouns reserved just for feminine. With the adjective no, there is no such a case. When I say an old man, I can say also an old woman. So old doesn't change with the change of the gender, man and woman. I can say old men, old women in the plural, so old does not change. Old people, I don't say. I am not going to add an S to old. When we study the form of adjective, we have to refer to the fact that there are some adjectives that change when they are used in the comparative or superlative forms. When I want to compare, for example, two things, when I say, for example, my wife is older than I am, well, older is adjective, and here it has changed. Yes, it has, but this is the comparative form, which is not the ending of S. It's not because of the gender has changed. No, it's just because I am using adjective in the comparative form. I can use also the superlative form. This is the oldest building in the town. And here, of course, you may have already studied this at school. There are some adjectives that I cannot put them in the superlative. For example, I don't say beautifulest, but I say the most beautiful. I don't say beautifuler with ER like he older, but I say he is or she is more beautiful. So I use more with the comparative, and I use most with the superlative. So be careful with some adjectives. Most adjectives have no special form to show that they are adjectives. Unlike adverbs, we will study adverbs, and you will notice that there are some adjectives that are easily known as adverbs because of just the endings of these adverbs. But with adjectives, no, we don't have that. So there are some endings that can sometimes help you that it is they are adjective, but not often. You are not going to rely on this. For example, careful. Some adjectives. I'm not going to say many. Some adjectives end with full. Careful. Okay, full. Some adjectives end with y. Salty. Some adjectives end with al. Global. And some adjectives end ik. Artistic. So you can put here, you can draw a table here, and you can classify many adjectives following this order, either full or y or a, all, or ik. The position of adjective, where do we put them? Well, an adjective can be either put before a noun, or it can come after the noun. When it comes before the noun, for example, it is a large stadium. Large is my adjective, and it comes before stadium. It is a modifier of stadium. It's before the noun. I call it attributive. When it comes after, when the adjective comes after, it comes always after linking verbs. And remember your lesson on the English verbs and the linking verbs. So the stadium is large. Large comes after the verb to be. And here large is its type. What is its type? It's adjective. What is its function? Its function is subject complement. It connects the subject with the verb. How is the stadium? It is large. So the position of adjective, they can either come before, and we call them attributive, or they can come after, and we call them predicative. When they are predicative, they always come after linking verbs. And linking verbs are, for example, be, seem, get, grow, sound, appear, look, and the list is wider than this. You have to revise now your lesson on the English verbs so that you can remember your linking verbs. Okay, I'll continue next time, or I have to stop here because it should not be too large so that I can easily send it. All right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.